Hello, my friends. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today I thought, with in honor of the Wicked for Good movie being released, let's review some of these cool Wicked Lego sets that have been released in preparation for the movie. One of them is a set from the first movie that they produced, and we actually have built that. My daughter built that, and so we'll have a good look at that set. And these two sets have been released for the movie, and we'll take a look at what they're about and what the investment potential of them are as well. So let's have a look at let's do the BrickHead set first. So this is the BrickHead set here. And I did not build the set yet because I got a lot of BrickHeads, and quite honestly, once it's built, it just sits on my shelf and I never really look at them again. So I figure in this case, because I bought it primarily for my daughter, I'll just buy it, and if she wants to build it, she can build it. But right now, it's still in the box. The BrickHeads look like typical BrickHeads. They have the square BrickHead shapes. This I like the patterns on both of them. They look really nice. The hat on Elphaba looks really, really good. I like the tiara or crown on Glinda there. And yeah, they look like they're pretty solid BrickHeads. I like the wand here. I like this wand here. It looks really nice. And I think they did a good job with the design of these BrickHeads. This set, by the way, is 40794 if you're looking for it. They just did a cover art from the movie. Yeah, so both sides look pretty much the same there. I don't see much of a difference. And yeah, so all in all, I mean, if you like BrickHeads, personally, which I do, I just don't have room to put all these place things anymore. But if you like BrickHeads and you like the movie Wicked or like the play Wicked, I think you're going to enjoy this set. I mean, it's decent. I think the value of this will go up in price over time. And let's take a brief moment and look at BrickEconomy and see what they say about this set. Put that down. All right, let's bring the computer here and let's have a look at what it says right there. So this is set 40794, as I mentioned. The set currently was released in September 2025, and it retails for $25 Canadian. You can see that the price that they are, like most BrickHeads, once they retire, they usually go up in price. And so I don't think it's gonna, I expect that this set will probably go on sale before it retires. Most of the BrickHead sets do. So if you're able to, I think, and if you like this set, go ahead and pick it up when it's on sale for sure. Most likely, the set's probably going to go up to about $35 and or in around. It says here between $32 to $34 Canadian shortly after it retires. And my guess, it's going to retire. It looks like their guess is as well, sometime next year after the movie has kind of done its run and the hype is gone. So yeah, I think decent investment. I don't know if it's like a must have, but if you love the movie and you like BrickHeads, I think that's not a bad set to get. Okay, let's have a look at the buildable set here. Now, this set here is the dormitory for Glinda and Elphaba's dormitory. It has 740 pieces. It is set 75683, and you can see that the set starts off as a chest, and it does open up into this nice dormitory set from the scene from the song that they sing together, or well, popular. Anyways, that Glinda actually sings most of it, I think. I don't. I'm trying to remember. I think Glinda sings the whole thing. It's a very funny song. So, anyways, let's have a look at. Oops. Let's have a look at this set here. Bring that back up. All right. So, this set is quite interesting. It's actually like a treasure trove, so you can't open it without using the key. So on the treasure chest here, or the chest, you can see it has a giant G for Glinda. And you can see the designs of it. It's got some hearts on it. You can see the flower or rose that she gets from the dance. You can see the magic potion, Alpha's magic potion that makes her green. And then there's like a makeup box on the top. So the makeup box is a hidden compartment, and you can store a bunch of things in here. So you can store your two minifigures that come with it. So there is Glinda right there, and you can also, ooh, I'm having trouble here grabbing her. There's Elphaba. Okay, minifigures are not bad. They are in the style of the Disney Friends line, so they're skinnier versions, so a little bit different than the normal minifigures. Not too bad, not too bad. I think the hair is really nice. The accessories are very nice. I prefer the normal minifigures in these ones, but I mean for what it is, and these are designed for. I think the set primarily is designed for girls. But yeah, it's a nice. The minifigures look pretty decent. Okay. Let's see what else is on here. We have other, I think, dresses that they can use. So this is, I think, Elphaba's dress for school, and this is her. Oops, I just grabbed the wrong. This is her dress, I guess, when she goes to the dance. And what else do we have here? Here's the key, and then we have Glinda's other dress. I guess for normal. I'm assuming that's her normal dress. Yeah, that's her gown. So this is her normal dress. So you definitely have those options. You have Elphaba's normal here if you want without the hat. So if you want to put that on, absolutely you can. So this is a nice place where you can store that. There's the book of potions and things. So the book that they use or they have at in class. So let's have a look at the actual treasure trove. So to open this box, let me just kind of shorten this camera down a little bit. But to open the box, you actually lift this thing here, latch, and you actually use the key to open it because there is a locking mechanism. You cannot open it without it, which is kind of cool. So let's open the box. Let's see if that worked. I don't know if I'm turning it the right way. Must be turning it the wrong way. Let's see. Okay, now we opened it. Okay, so we open up the treasure, the inside, and now we can see the inside of the dormitory. And you can see that, yeah, it has a couple of cool things features. So here's Glinda's side, which is the bigger side, because she didn't leave Elphaba too much room, if you recall from the first movie. Now, I've only seen the movie once, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I love the play more, but it's been a while since I saw the play live, and I only watched the movie one time last year. But here's the lights. My daughter's a big fan, though. Here's the bed, nice pink sheets. You can see where she dances around in the area here with her boxes, her cupboards, mirror, and flowers. And she's got this thing she spins around on. So yeah, a lot of details in the set actually for such a small set. It's only 700 pieces, but there's a lot of details. And there's Elphaba's little alcove. She's got a little writing pen, her clock. There's some kind of potion, I believe that is. Her little rug, her bed. So yeah, not a bad set. My daughter really likes this set, so who am I complaining? And she put this together herself, and from what I understand, it didn't take her a hell of a lot of time to put it together. Let's bring that down. So yeah, you can definitely, you can put your dolls around, have them lie in the bed there if you wish. Have her lie in the bed there, have them dance around here if you want. There's lots of opportunities to do different things there. So yeah, all in all, not a bad set. And it is currently on sale. It is set to retire imminently. It may already be retired. I don't know if they're going to make any more of these. So yeah, if this is a set you really want for your kids or yourself, it probably be a good idea to buy it soon because right now it says sold out or not in stock or whatever. So I'm not sure. You might be able to still get it on secondary markets like Amazon or whatnot, but from the Lego store, I believe they're gone. So yeah, it's a nice set though. And let's close this up, and so I don't mess anything up for my daughter, because I think she'd be upset if I messed up the set. And let's put that there. Okay, so that is that set. So let's take a look at the investment opportunity on this set. I think to me, I believe the BrickHeadz set has more potential for investment, but not too bad for this one. Give me 1 second to get it up. All right, so let's pull up the computer here again. And so here's the set here. Again, that's the set there, 75683. And it's got the different minifigures that you can use there. And has two minifigures and not that much value. You can see the value is only $15. They're both exclusive to the set. The set originally sold for $90. It was on sale for like 20% off on Amazon. I'm pretty sure, or sorry, on Lego Store, and I'm sure you can get it cheaper than that now. It doesn't seem like the retirement pop's going to be overly huge. It says like 3% growth, which only leads to about $100 once it retires. So only like a $10 or so increase, which is not huge. So I don't think if you miss this set, so you can see that the minifigures are not gonna, they're not worth that much, $7 and $8, and they're exclusive. So yeah, so I don't think there's much value in this set long term. But you never know. I mean, there are people that really love Wicked. I just don't know if this one's a good long term investment. So and I didn't buy this for an investment purpose. I bought it for my daughter because she really liked Wicked and she asked for the set. So I said, why not? And so let's have a look again with the BrickHeadz sets. BrickHeadz tend to do well. Okay, so you can see that the expected annual growth is 9% versus 3%. So this one has a lot more growth opportunity. Okay. Now this other set I picked up. I'm gonna put the computer away and we're gonna take a look at the last set. This is the set that I really, really wanted, actually for myself, and I'll show you why. So let me take this away. Okay, so the last set is this set. Now I'm a big fan of the Wizard of Oz. I grew up watching the movie. Obviously, I wasn't alive when it first came out, but it was always on TV when I was young, and it was one of those movies that just, it was, part of the youth and the innocence of the time and the movie held fine. I mean, I watched it yearly whenever it came out on TV because at the time there was no VHS, there was no DVDs or anything. It was just basically whenever the network decided to play it. And so this is a really, really cool set. So if you like Lego art, the wall art, this one's a 3D and it's pretty cool. So you can see the Elphaba or Wicked Witch of the West up there. You can see the little balloon that they're supposed to escape in the original movie. You can see the clouds they have on there. You can see Emerald City. Okay, and then over here you can see there's Glinda, and then the four main characters from the original Wizard of Oz. We got the lion, we got Dorothy, we even got Toto, we got the Tin Man, and we got the Scarecrow. Okay, now they changed the origins of these guys a little bit in Wicked, just for their narrative. But I mean, these four figures are very, very sought after. I would imagine they're pretty sought after when they were available as minifigures from the Lego movie set, or minifigures when they were released a few years ago. And yeah, so that has not changed. They are very, very popular. And so when I saw this set, I said, okay, I'm gonna buy this set when I see it on sale. And Costco actually did have it already on sale. It's about $20 off from I think the original price or so, actually maybe more than that. And so I will bring that up in a moment. But this set usually sells for about $200 Canadian or $199.99. Um, this set is set 75685. It's 1,518 pieces, so it's not. I mean, it's a big set, but it's not like a monster set. But it's a decent size set. So if we turn this around, and we can see a bit more of some of the details there. You can see the dimensions of it is 10 inches or 25 centimeters, 32 centimeters or 12.5 inches. You can see that you can take off this plate here, and that's where you can store these four minifigures here. So this thing slides out there, but you can hide them in the wall art. And then this part opens up so you can bring out Glinda and have them interact. So, I mean, the playability of the set, obviously, there's not a lot of playability with the set at all because it's a wall art. But the minifigures do add a lot of value to this set. Now, obviously, I have not built it because I have a lot of wall art from the past that I built, but there's no place in my house to really put them. And I always found that the wall art ones also, they're not as sturdy in the back. So I'm scared that if you knock it, it's gonna fall and it's gonna take forever to put back together. So I think I'm gonna keep this one in the box. I may decide to build it, but you know, I'm happy just owning it. And I think, yeah, this one I think is gonna have a very high investment potential long term. So let's bring out the brick economy and have a look at, kind of what it's suggesting for the set. So let's zoom in. So right now, you can see the release date. It doesn't seem to. It's probably going to stick around for a whole year. Retirement will probably be late next year, 2026 or early 2027. It has 7 minifigures, and you can see that the market price has actually already gone up. It's $217. You can see that it's expected to grow about 3% a year. So it's probably going to go up to 228 or 235 after it retires. So it's not a huge pop. So I did buy it for I think 180 or maybe a little bit less than that. But why I'm excited is about this set is the minifigures. You can see that each of the minifigures do hold value, right? The minifigures themselves, you're looking at Dorothy's about 26, Scarecrow's 27, Elphaba is like $30. We got Tin Man is $28. We have Glinda at $37. And they didn't even include the Lion or Toto in there, so I'm not sure what they're worth. But the minifigures alone, we got 5 minifigures. You're looking at $140 worth of minifigures just from that alone. So basically, yeah, most of the value of the set, if you buy it, like I bought it for 180, figures are worth 140. So most of it's covered by the figures. And I expect those minifigures are very going to be sought after just because it is Wizard of Oz. It's a very, very popular property. And so that's the only reason I really wanted to get this set is for these four minifigures, to be honest. And again, they didn't give the value for the Lion or Toto, so I don't know if that adds value to the set or not. I would imagine it wouldn't hurt. I mean, it certainly wouldn't hurt. And so, yeah, this is to me a cool set to have. It's not a unless you're a Wicked fan, I don't think it's a must have, and unless you really love Wizard of Oz like I do, I don't know if it's a must have. But hey, if you like Wicked and you like wall art, this is a really cool set, especially if you like the original Wizard of Oz, just because of the very unique minifigures that come with it. So that's my take on the Wicked, and for Wicked for Good that's coming out today, I believe. I think I'm hoping that the quality of the movie stays true to the first movie. The first movie was well, I wouldn't say it's a perfect movie, but it was a really good movie. So if they build upon it, and you know, I think that movie's going to do well this season, but only time will tell. Legos obviously went all in and made some really nice sets. They actually do have some really cool sets there. I didn't buy all the sets because not all of them, like most of them, don't really interest me. But if you go onto the Lego site, let's do that and just kind of see what kind of other sets they have. So if we go here, you can see that they also made this really cool bookend, and that has comes with some cool minifigures as well. So if you really like Wicked, you can get these characters all in there. If you They have this castle version here, which I'm sure will probably do well for the fans of the movie. You got the Munchkin Land, which is kind of interesting. We have the Glinda's Wedding Day. You can see the prices of them. And again, I would imagine most of these are going to, probably only have it seems that Brick Economy is consistent with them at 3% growth. So I think the big ones are the ones that I showed you. I think this one's probably going to go up, at 9% growth, it seems, because most BrickHeadz do. And then I think this one's going to do well. I could be wrong, but the minifigures alone, I think, is going to make this set very valuable. All the other sets, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They might do well, but so I would buy them if you love Wicked and you just really are going to just enjoy it. But as from a investment point of view, I just don't know. There's a few sets that are probably going to do well, like this one, maybe this one. I'm not sure. The other ones, I would only buy if you really love Wicked. So guys, I hope the movie's good. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time for more Lego collecting fun. Take care, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.